So can McDonald's get its mojo back? To discuss that, we welcome back to the show Ebong Eka, a consultant with Levyti. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So as we heard, their overall earnings beat expectations last quarter, but domestic same-store sales down 1.3%. Why is McDonald's not able to replicate its overseas success at home?
Well, you're seeing a lot of changes and trends with regards to food and what people are eating. There's a huge health kick, which is part of it too. And I know McDonald's has changed their menu in order to incorporate more healthier choices, but people have a lot more options now. And you pair that with apps that allow you to bring food to your home and cook them in your house, and they tell you specifically what to do. They have a challenge with fast food and casual dining.
Certainly consumer changing habits definitely taking a toll there. Now, we've seen that one of the things that McDonald's is trying to do, especially in China, where its business is doing well, is actually sell its controlling stake of its Chinese business to this joint venture with CITIC and Carlyle Group. And McDonald's says this is part of their expansion strategy. What do you think of that move?
Well, they want to get back into the franchising business. You know, we saw the beginning of that new movie, The Founder. They want to be a franchisor and not be running stores. So by selling about 80% of their Chinese business to CITIC as well as Carlyle Group, they've been able, and they're retaining 20% of that, mind you, they're able to diversify, stop losing their costs, reduce their operating costs, and allow others to run the business the way it should be.
So is it more a case of really trying to get that on-the-ground expertise then instead of McDonald's chasing something else?
Well, you want to take some of the risk out. Think about it. When you sell a piece of your business, one, you want to take some of the risk out. The second thing you're trying to do is you're trying to get people who are already in that market. So for CITIC, for them, they're looking to be more involved with the consumer group that's actually growing, which are consumers. People who have more disposable income. So what you're seeing is this is their way and their role of getting into consumers rather than what they used to be involved with.
Now let's also look at McDonald's turnaround. We know that Steve Easterbrook, when he took over as CEO a few years ago, he launched this turnaround which included this all-day breakfast, which was very popular for that first year. Taste seems to have soured on that. So what do you think is really missing then when it comes to that recipe for long-term success?
They have to continue to try new things. That's part of the problem. And you're also having issues with labor costs, as well as people asking to raise the minimum wage to $15 per hour. So what you're seeing is you're having a lot of internal pressure, not only with the quality of their food, the type of things that are offering. Like the all-day breakfast was great. I like it. I shouldn't tell anybody that, but I actually like the all-day breakfast, but I also think they should try new things to get more consumers in the door.
Stop things from getting stale, so to speak.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned the minimum wage, and we're also seeing McDonald's shift to automation. They tried out a few kiosks, some of these self-service kiosks where you can place your own orders and really pretty much eliminate the employee. So between that and this push for this $15 an hour minimum wage, what do you think McDonald's is going to look like then going forward? Are they doing the right thing?
Well, they have to do the right thing for their shareholders and for the company. As much as people complain about McDonald's earning profits, they're on the Dow Jones. So if you have an index fund of any sort, you benefit from McDonald's doing better and doing well. Now, going back to the kiosks, by removing the employees, you don't have to worry about raising the minimum wage to $15 per hour. And some people have been saying that the push for that through protests and a lot of other groups has actually accelerated McDonald's releasing these kiosks. And I think you're going to see, when you walk in a door, you're going to see a lot more kiosks, and then followed by people who just serve your food at the end of the day.
Now, as we look at some of the challenges and perhaps some of the bright spots for McDonald's, as we look at things like kiosks, which we did see some protests, not everybody is so enthralled with it. What do you see as their biggest bright spots and potential headwinds?
The main thing was actually going to China and actually removing themselves or divesting themselves from operations and giving to people who are actually on the ground in there who know what they're doing from a cultural perspective. The other thing that I see doing is implementing technology. Technology is amazing, whether it's being able to get a car to pick you up wherever you are, whether it's being able to have food delivered to where you are. That's where the trend of consumers are going. And so McDonald's jumping on this trend, not waiting until it's too late, is actually one of the biggest bright spot that we can see going forward.
We'll certainly see how that plays out. Thank you as always, Ebong Eka, consultant at Levyti.